Yeah.
Good morning,
Okay.
everyone. Welcome to Chair Yoga. It's October 16th. We are literally halfway through the month of October already. I have no idea how that occurred or what that means or why it's happening to us. But we've just talked about inviting someone to practice with you, not physically having them join your class, but if there are people that you'd like to reach out to, send energy, thoughts, caring, maybe someone that you had a struggle with this past week, or just maybe someone that you know could use the energy and the healing power that comes to us through our practice. So when we center, I invite you to think if there might be a person that you would want to invite to class today. So find yourself a comfortable seat in your chair. There we go. Scooch around a bit, adjust the feet, make sure you anchor. We're going to look straight ahead, everyone. And if we're lucky, the eyes are going to close just a little bit, maybe all the way. But that allows us to look inward, I think, a little easier. And you know we're going to look for our breath. Such a miraculous thing, this breath of ours. It brings the energy to the right spot at the right place at the right time. And because the breath happens automatically, it's usually somewhere in the background, right? It's tucked away all the way back there. So just bring it into the forefront for a moment or two so that we can find it and look at it. I usually have to put a color to my breath because it just keeps slipping back there. And today I'm gonna attach the color of tie-dye to it. I'm gonna watch where the breath enters the body, how it literally travels down the bronchial tubes into the lungs, how the miraculous miracle of exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide occur in there, and then how the breath comes right back out the bronchial tubes. And it either comes out the nostrils or it comes out the mouth. So find your breath, add a color if you want, and just watch the pattern, watch the breath. There we go. There are 3 breaths that I want to practice today with us because I think they're so important. They're so critical for what we do all day long. And I find myself just bouncing back and forth from these breaths. The first one is I want to make the breath soft and gentle. I want it to have an equal inhale and an equal exhale. You may already have a breath at that point. Mine was a little shallow and it was a little deep on the inhale and not so deep on the exhale. So I'm going to use a count of 1, 2, 3. And then 3, 2, 1. Soft and gentle. Warm and comfortable breath. With an even inhale and an even exhale. And no need to hold the breath on the inhale or the exhale. Just let it flow in and out like the waves at the beach. There you go. Soft and gentle. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. It's the breath I like when I'm done for the day, the dishes are done, or I'm off the phone and I'm sitting down on the couch, and this is the breath I like to find because it's pretty relaxing. And the second breath we're going to look at today during our centering is a fuller breath. It's going to have all the other characteristics of that breath that we just did. We just want to make it bigger. So I'm going to go from 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the inhale. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the exhale. So the breath remains soft and gentle. Okay, it's warm and comfortable. It's just bigger. It's fuller. No more strain though. We don't want to put any stress on this breath. You might feel like you're a little bit more alert, a little bit more awake. And I find myself automatically going to this breath when I hear the click of my seatbelt in the car. That's like, okay, Reber, time to pay attention here. You're about to move a vehicle, so let's be on the up and up. There you go. Nice job, everyone. Staying focused on the breath, watching it travel in and out of the body, not worrying about the grocery list or what you have to do when you're done. There we go. Good job. And there's one more breath we're going to practice while we're in our centering mode today. And that's one of keeping the 5 count on the inhale and keeping the 5 count on the exhale, but adding some extra exhale. So for me, it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the inhale. Big, full inhale breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1 on the exhale. And we're not going to hold the breath. It's awkward though, right? It's kind of weird. It's like, wow, this is like a little confusing. But so we're going to have to practice it a bit to get some kind of a rhythm, kind of a flow to this one. So go ahead. There we go. And when you're doing those extra ones, think about pulling your belly button in. Okay? Think about that, tucking your navel to the spine. I think it's that, you know, when everybody says at the holidays, ooh, let's take a group picture, and how we all stand there and we kind of tuck it in just a little bit. Yeah, that's where we're going. So we're getting that little extra bit of air out of the lungs, emptying them just a little bit more so that we can fill it up bigger on the inhale. Yeah. We're going to do 3 more of these breaths now that we've got the pattern down and everything seems to be working pretty good. And I want you to notice a couple things. I want you to notice on those extended exhales, what happens to your body? Can you feel your heart rate slow just 1 beat a minute? Or maybe your blood pressure just drops a point? You can hear the breaths in the room. This is fantastic. And on that last one, just notice, don't you just feel a little bit better? Oh, yeah. Wonderful job, everybody. That was lovely. Great job. Gently blink your eyes to get yourself up out of there. All right. Let the breath return to normal or balance. There we go. Good. Wonderful. Hey, so scooch around, whatever you need to do. You can tell where we're at. Oops, wrong way. Sorry. The fishing class. Okay. I always try to include them in the picture so you know where I'm at. Make sure you're anchored and you know where we're going to start. We're going to start at the head and the neck, and we're just going to anchor, sit up straight in good posture. We're just going to look up. And then on the exhale, we're going to look down. Chin dropping towards the chest. Inhaling up. Yeah. There we go. Just, oh, this is beautiful. Nice. Good. Excellent. Just starting to open things up. Back to center on the inhale. Exhale, look out over the left shoulder. Exhale over the right shoulder. We're all sitting up in good posture. You guys look great here in class. Just take your time. We're not synchronized here. We're just doing it. And I'm hoping that you're paying attention to what your body's telling you. Back to center on the inhale. Back to center. Bring your hands up to opposite shoulders. And would you like to form an intention today? Is there a special area that's giving you a little bit of problem? For me, it's usually my right hip. So when I do my asanas, my poses today, I'm going to think about, when I think about it, I'm going to send out some extra energy to that right hip. And this is where you might think about inviting someone or including someone in your yoga practice this morning. Excellent. All right, everyone. We're going to sit up straight in good posture, and we're going to drop that left ear towards the left shoulder. Oh. Back up to center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. And we know the hands are there because they're keeping what we're asking the hands to do is to keep the shoulders down. Because we're also goal oriented. We want to get that shoulder and that ear to touch. There you go. You're doing great. Back to center on the inhale. We're going to gently on the exhale drop that chin down towards the heart, and then we're going to just begin this really gentle, very, very nice roll. Yeah. Wherever it wants to go, wherever the body leads us, opposite direction. Oh, a lot of snap, crackle, pop going on there. I guess that's a cereal too, isn't it? Oh, back to center. There you go. Good. Straight ahead. Bring the hands down. Everybody shake it out just a little bit. Yeah. Nice. All right. Gonna sit comfortably. Okay, there we go. We're gonna inhale the shoulders up towards the ears, then we're gonna roll them back. Up and back. Up and back. Yeah. Here we go. One more time. Yeah. This time inhale the shoulders up and roll them forward. Feel that breath. Nice. Good. Wonderful. One more time. Yeah, shake it out just a little bit. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes. Getting a little chillier out, so sometimes we need to keep those extremities kind of loose so that it'll do that. We're about to get into an asana or a pose with that. Can be difficult for some people. Those up to that point, things are, pretty easy. But this is going to be what we call the backstroke, and you just have to let your body take you where it wants to go. So the right hand comes in front of the left shoulder as opposed to on top. The left arm comes straight out like you're going to shake a hand, and then it's just going to roll up and out wherever it wants to go. Okay, and the right hand is just to keep the left shoulder from getting too squirrely. All right, just let it, yeah, it just reminds that left shoulder to stay there. There we go. The real movement here is in the arm. Okay, there you go. And in the joint. Nice. Good job, everybody. One more time. And go ahead and put that left hand in front of the right shoulder. Put that right arm up and, oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. Good job, everybody. Yeah. Nice job keeping, oh, good. Shake it out again. I'm big into shaking it out today. I'm not sure why, but I am. All right, we're going to talk about locomotion. Okay. Locomotion, the hands are straight out. So from the side, it looks like this. All right, here we are. Locomotion, drop the elbows down a couple, 3 inches. That's the inhale right here. And then on the exhale, okay, I want you to bring the elbows in. towards the torso, towards the shoulder blades, and pinch them together while we look straight ahead. There's the exhale. Inhale out. Exhale. Oh. Inhale out. Exhale. Yeah. This time we're going to go inhale out. Exhale. Pinch the shoulder blades. Go ahead and look up, wherever you want to look up. Keep the pinch. Good. Look back down to the wall. Inhale your hands up, the sun salute. We're going to go ahead and forward fold, and we're going to put the forearms right on the thighs or the knees, and we're just going to rest here for 1 second. There we go. Just take that all into place. Okay. So it is very critical. Come on up out of that pose, everyone. It is very critical that in your practice, okay, that we remember to stay hydrated. I think this is a great time to take that break, because we're starting to unblock things. There are toxins built up in there. The chakras can be blocked. We're starting to move things, and we want to make sure that we continue to flush them out. So water, anytime in your practice, is really, really important. So I just thought that was a good time for us to do it. Okay. So runner stretch. We always see this occur at events, 5Ks, 3Ks, marathons. You put that left arm straight out. You come across the center line of the body just like that. The inside of the right elbow reaches up and tries to get a hold of something on that left arm. All right. So now we've got an extended left hand. We're looking at the palm of our right hand, and what we want to do is sit up straight in good posture and pull that right palm towards the right ear. Oh, and down. Yeah. Inhale up, cross the center line. Go ahead and grab something towards the right side of the face. Oh, yeah. Good job, everybody. And one more time. Sit up straight. There we go. We're going to hold that one just a little bit longer. All right. And now, instead of letting go, look to the left. And look back to the palm. And then let everything come down. Okay. It's cascading down, right? There you go. Right hand up. Cross the center line of the body. Left, inside of the left elbow tries to grab something. Whatever it wants to grab, let it grab. Bring the left palm towards the left side of the face. And down. Whatever, ever works for you. And remember, we're not in the pain game here. We're in that area of resistance where we know that we're working. Okay. We know that we're feeling, that we're stretching, we're moving things, but we're not doing any pain to ourselves. There we go. Oh, excellent, everybody. Shake it off. Good. Well, we can't see her on the screen, but we know that Nina's here, so that means it's time for goalpost. Triceps, biceps, keep them straight out. You know, maybe they come back a little bit. Sometimes I find myself here, but sometimes maybe they're just straight across. Whatever feels the most comfortable. All right, so the triceps and biceps are going to stay where they're at, and we're just going to let these forearms in. Yeah, we're just going to do this. And back up. There's a big bird out in the bay called the cormorant that does this all the time because it's a diving bird, and its wings are always usually wet, and so it stands on a stump or a pole out there, and it just literally does this so that it dries its wings out, so it can dive back down and get something more to eat. Up, this time all the way up again, everybody. This is our sun salute. We want to exhale through the chimney. We're going to inhale again, and we're going to forward fold with the forearms just resting gently on the thighs or the knees. Okay, we're going to get deeper in a minute. Don't worry about that. I promise you, we're going to get there. Okay, cool. Left hand, left knee, right hand, right knee. When I was in my class, when I was taking this class on Monday, we were chatting afterwards, and I told everyone that this chest opener that we do, I call the Titanic, and everybody just laughed. And then at the end of the class, they said, but it makes sense. Okay, because if you've seen the movie, the young lady is on the front of the ship and I'm a lot better than remembering Sanskrit names like Padakanasana and the other 4,000 that there are. So grab the sides of your chair, everybody. I like right where the back and the seat come together. And I want you to share your heart with the world. I want you to lift your heart up, pinch your shoulder blades, and look straight ahead. Oh, the Titanic. And then just let your shoulders come down and relax. Again, cascading down. One more time, share your heart with the world, pinch your shoulder blades, and down. We spend so much time hunkered over, right? Driving, computers. One more time, everybody. That these chest openers, these counterbalance poses are just so important. Now go ahead and look up. Go ahead and look down while we're still pinching the shoulder blades. Inhale, look up again, hands come up. This time, widen your knees just a little bit so that the arms will slip gently through the knees. They don't have to go down too far, but we're getting a little further into that forward fold. There we go. Left hand, left knee, right hand, right knee. Oh, yeah. Okay. This one's a little work, and I know this one's a little hard for a bunch of us, including me. But it's called seated eagle. Right hand comes up, tricep is parallel, looks like that. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So my goal is to try to get that to look like that. Okay. And some days it just doesn't work for me. So I end up putting the two elbows together like this. But either way, whichever works for you, we want to look straight ahead. And we're going to inhale, we're going to lift, keeping the elbows together. That's the critical part here. And then we're going to lower the elbows down towards our lap, keeping the elbows together. That's what isolates this pose for us into one very specific set of muscles. There we go. Excellent, everybody. I'm going to get a third one in here. I know. You're already thinking, where's the seated eagle part, Reber? Here we go. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Here's the eagle. Excellent. And down we come. Ah. All right. Which hand goes out now? Left hand. Kathy's not here. She's somewhere in Carolina, so I need you guys to tell me which hand we're doing this with. Left hand up. Okay, there we go, everyone. You know what's going to happen. So this is different for me. Way different. Okay. Oh. Keep the elbows together as best we can. Look straight ahead. Sit up in good posture, and up we come. And keeping the elbows together, down we come. Up we come. And down we come. Yeah. Such a great shoulder blade opener. That's the third one right there, I think. And this time we're going to go ahead and reach up, reach up, reach up, reach, 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 reach. Show me the eagle. There it is. Fantastic. And down it comes, everybody. Good. How about just a little bit of squiggly kind of stuff? Like just kind of, what's your arms, your shoulders telling you ought to do? Like just kind of do that and this and yeah, that works for me. We're going to sit up straight in good posture. We're going to do halo. The right hand is going to grab the right side of the chair. Sitting up straight in good posture. Here comes the halo on the left side. So the torso is going to stay right in place, just like it is. This is the bicep. This is the ear. What we want to do in this pose is just narrow the gap like that. And down. Inhale up. Narrow the gap. And down. Inhale up. Narrow the gap. And down it comes. Left hand grabs the left side of the chair. Up comes halo on the right. Narrow the gap. And down. Up. And down. Up. Oh, yeah. I like that. Okay. And down we come, everybody. And again, shake it off. Let's kind of do Yeah, let's kind of do one of these, right? Just kind of roll around, see where we're going. Okay, great. Seated twist. Right hand grabs the left knee, left hand comes straight up. You know, earlier on in class when we were warming up, we did a twist out of the neck. This time the twist wants to come out of the shoulder blades, okay, or out of the torso. Right hand, left knee, left arm straight out. We're going to follow that left arm as it opens, and the twist is coming out of the shoulders. And then on the exhale, we're coming right back to center. Again, taking our time, opening, twisting. Notice that when you get to the back where you think, I can't go much further, remember your right hand's got a hold of your left knee, and I bet you can get an extra 1/4 inch. And back one more time. Here we go. Let's do it again. Oh. Inhaling back to center line, left hand drops onto the right knee, up we come. Opening to the right. Yeah, you guys are doing such a great job. Back. And again, not important that we synchronize this, but that you're listening to your body and going, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't go quite that far. Or wait a minute, I can go a little bit further. Remember that left hand's got a hold of the right knee. There you go. Good job. All right. Back onto the left knee with that right. Yeah, there we go. Look up, everybody. Chin drops down towards the heart. Oh, yeah. Inhale up, sun salute. Widen the knees so that those arms will fit through. Oh, yeah. We're just dropping down there. We're prepping ourselves for the hip work. Okay. Left hand, left knee, right hand, right knee. Okay. I was in class on Monday and there was a little, just this fine little tweak to this one pose that we're about to do that it was a tiny instruction that I hadn't thought about. So I want to share it with you guys and we'll decide later if it's good or not. Okay, here we go. Sitting in a chair, arm comes straight up. And what we were doing before is we were crunching this right side as we leaned this way. Okay. So here's my question. Can we lean that way and not crunch, okay, the side? So the left arm comes up, we lean that way, but we lift both sides. So there's no crunching going on right here. I'm just asking because, and down it comes. Okay. Inhale up, reach with that left hand. I guess what we're really doing is reaching with the right side too as we lift up and down. One more time. Up, reach. We're not crunching that right side. That's what I'm trying to say. And down it comes. Left hand grabs that left side of the chair. Up comes the right hand. Leaning to the left, but not crunching the left side. How's that work? And down. Up. Leaning to the left, not crunching the left side, but stretching, elongating in that left side. And down. Up we come. Oh, yeah. And down we come. Very good, everybody. Shake it out. Yeah, it's always good to shake, right? That's what I think. So that was a seated side stretch with where we weren't crunching, which was interesting. Okay. Scoot back in the back of your chair. First time we're back in some place that feels comfortable. Extend your legs straight out. You can lift them if you want, or you can rest the heels on the floor. That's what I do. And what we're going to do, we're holding onto the chair. We're going to point, and we're going to flex the heels. So we're pointing the toes, and then we're flexing the heels that way. Point, flex. Yeah, there we go. Heels can be resting on the floor. It does not matter. But this time when you point your toes, roll the ankles. Yeah, right. Wiggle the toes. Opposite direction. That's harder than you think, isn't it? I'm not too good at that. And then let your legs slide back in there. That's perfect, everybody. Good. This popped up in the research that I've been doing for the people who had ostomies, when I was doing the yoga research, trying to figure out what you could do. This was a very interesting thing I learned about strengthening the core without doing deep crunches. It was very specific, and I thought it was just kind of, I learned a lot, is what I'm trying to say. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift that right foot up. We're gonna bring it above the knee, the ankle, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna push away. Okay, we're gonna push away that right knee with the right hand. We're gonna sit up straight in really good posture, and then we're gonna forward fold, but we're still pushing away on the right knee, which means we're probably lifting that left ankle up too. Wow. I'm thinking we're feeling that in the hip. There we go, and down we come. Ooh. Lift leg up. Above that right knee on the thigh. Again, right hand is holding that left ankle. Left hand pushing that left knee away. Sitting up straight, good posture. And then we're going to forward fold while we're pushing away that knee. It's not a deep forward fold. And down we come. Great, everybody. Just extend your legs and let's scoot back in your chair again, and let's just windshield wiper a little bit. And with the legs kind of zipped together, and then maybe we'll make some circles, lifting them up off the ground. Yeah, that kind of puts things back into place, I think, hip wise, or at least does for me. Okay, great. Good job, single pigeon. All right, how are we doing time wise? Okay, I better. All right. We're going to do single knee lift with the roll in. Okay, everybody? You know what that means? That means we're going to lift the left knee, grab it with both hands, lift it higher, and we're going to roll in all on the exhale. And then we're going to inhale down. Lift, grab, lift, roll in. And then inhale down. One more time. Lift, grab, lift, roll in. Inhale down. Going to the right. Lift, grab, lift, roll in. Inhale down. Let's get a couple more of those in. Down. Okay. Excellent job, everybody. Shake your hands out again, gently. We're going to come up out of our chair. We're going to go to table, right? Our favorite. What's not the love of that table? We're going to do cat cow at a table. That's what we do here, right? So, if you're staying hips on top of the ankles, shoulders on top of the elbows, on top of the wrists. So I look like a staple. Just kind of adjust myself there, and then go ahead and look up at the wall in front of me. Feel that little arch in the lower back. And now we're going to arch our back like the Halloween cat. Oh, yes. You might need to move your feet around a little bit to get that comfortable. There we go. Cow, look up at the wall. Arch your back. Halloween cat. Oh. Back to cow. Back. Halloween cat. This time when you look up at the wall in front of you, put your left foot back. You can either dangle or it can just be resting on the mat. No, same difference. And then we're going to bring that left knee in and we're going to look down. So the knee comes in, we look down. The leg goes back, we look up. Knee in, look down. Back out, look up. Knee in, look down. Back out, look up. Hold it. Can you lift that leg just a little bit higher? Maybe. And we're coming right back down to staple. Look up at the wall in front. Right leg goes back. Knee in, look down. Back out, look up. Knee in, look down. Back out, look up. Maybe lift that right leg a little bit further. Oh, yeah. Right back to staple, everyone. This time though, what we're gonna do is okay, I'm gonna come up on tippy toes. I still got a really good grip on the chair. I'm gonna step out to the left and back in with the right, back into the right, center lock, back out, in, out, in. The fourth time, when I go out, I'm gonna look up at the wall in front of me and I'm gonna swoop that left. Yeah, there's the twist. Excellent. Back, and we're still on tippy toes. You know where we're going, right? We're going out to the right and back in, out, back, out, back. This time is the fourth time. Out. Now we're going to look up at the wall in front of us. Swoop that right leg. Oh, you guys are already ahead of me there. Okay, great. Wonderful. Excellent. And back to staple, everyone. Okay. Step in with the left foot. Okay, just the left foot. And now we're going to look at the wall in front of us and we're going to hop our right leg back. So we're in a lunge right here. Oh, wherever you want it to be. Can be farther, can be closer, it does not matter. But since the right leg is back, the left hand stays down. Okay, and then the right hand can come up over the top of the left leg. But you gotta look up and you gotta look straight ahead, and then you can put the other one there if you want to. Okay, Claude already came up with an option. She said she put her hand out like this. Okay, there are some possibilities here. Okay, depending upon how your balance is feeling and where you're at, and there is. Remember, we're not competitive in yoga, okay? So where you're at today is perfectly fine. Bounce that right foot back all the way to staple, slide the left foot back to staple, step in with the right foot, hop the left foot back. Yeah, there we go, good. So the left foot's back, the right hand stays down, the left hand comes, there you go. And wherever you want to go with this today. Maybe it's here, maybe it's not. Maybe you're still holding on to the knee, and that's perfect, everybody. That is absolutely perfect. But I want you to know that you have a little freedom in class, that you can actually play around a little bit here and work. Because what are we working? We're working balance, right? That's what we're doing. Hop that left foot back to staple. Slide that right foot back. There we go. So I want you to bend the knees and look at the wall in front of you. Here we go. There you go. Perfect. Good. And then come right back up on your tippy toes. Bend the knees. Slide back on your heels. Good stretching. Good stretching here. Back up on your tippy toes. One more time. Back. Oh. Look up at the wall. Left hand, left knee, right hand, right. And we're going to come right on up safely. We're going to shake it out, everybody. You're just awesome. You're incredible. Here we go. Mountain pose to tree, the shrub, the bush, whatever you want to call this. This is really a kind of this whole thing is self-discovery for you. I'm going to start you in mountain pose, and then I want you to just feel free to go where you need to go, where you want to go. Remember, when you're in mountain pose, your feet are comfortable. Your left hand is on the chair to start. Your energy from your waist down is grounding you. It's like, boom. And then the energy from your waist up is making you taller. It's making you, there you go. Perfect. Just like that. Get to that pose. Once you get to that pose, remember to look straight ahead like I am and begin to breathe. And if this is your balance for today, it's perfect. Or maybe you're going to lift your right heel and start to play a little bit. Maybe the right foot comes on top the left. Maybe it doesn't. Sorry. Maybe you go to flamingo. Or maybe you go to tree or bush. But once you leave that pose of mountain, it becomes, it really is self-discovery. And you got to remember to breathe and look straight ahead. And out we come. Gonna go to the other side, everybody. Don't rush this, okay? Remember, you got to get set in a good position. Feet are comfortable. You're grounding you down into the earth. So you are a mountain. No matter there's 20-mile-an-hour winds we got blowing around out there, they're not going to blow you over. And from the waist up, your energy is lifting you up. And then you decide. Left heel comes up first, and then it's wherever you want to go. I'm keeping my hand on my chair the whole time today. This right foot's just a little wobbly, but I can hold onto the chair and still do goofy things and work on balance and remember to breathe. And out we come. I'm so proud of you guys. Hey, sit in your chair. Let's get comfortable. We got a 2-minute Shavasana coming up here. Nothing to do but breathe. Oh, man. How awesome is that? Let's see if we can find something. Without a doubt, the most favorite pose in all of yoga, Shavasana. Find the breath. After today's practice, maybe you've come to the realization, maybe, that your breath has got your back.
Well, I can do the 15 or so I just use your weight real quick.
You know, maybe.
You know, I can't
Everything's okay. Follow the breath. It's a really good time to be at ease. There might even be a moment of peace tucked in there, right? We begin to gently wiggle our fingers and toes. We come back from wherever we were to this moment here together. Maybe the person you brought with you is to class today is still here. But for sure, they know the energy that you shared with them. I'm so proud of you all. for getting out of bed, getting on the clothes and getting here. Some days it's just really hard. I think we all know that, and it's hard. But showing up is like 90% of the battle. So I'm very proud of you, and I'm honored that you spent some time with me. Namaste.
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 All right, let's see if I can find you guys first. We're gonna stop this recording thing once I figure out where that is. I think that's it. There you are. You guys are back. Okay, look at this. Oh, now you're in a square and I don't know how to get you bigger. Sorry. You're in the corner, everybody. Hey, here's everybody else. Bye. All right.
Oh, Reber, you walked right into that one. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh, and I can't believe I did that. You are absolutely right. It's fantastic. All right, everybody. Well, hey, listen, have a great weekend. Remember that this is going to be available online to view. Share it with your friends, or don't share it with your friends. You know, repeat it, whatever. If you need me, I'm here. You can call me, you can email me, you can do whatever you want. You know, reach out, and if you see other people from our class, let them know. Just that we've asked about them, or you know, tell them to reach out if they need anything. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.